All right, let's give a what we'll call a stream update number two. Um, Conveniently, we had scheduled for weeks now the stream cleaning workshop with the EPA. We had a meeting last night. You know how convenient after our wonderful Monday that we had. Um, it wasn't supposed to happen, which obviously I knew that. I do body cam all my walks from the moment I either get out of the vehicle or start walking down towards the creek till when I get back to my vehicle and whatnot. I wasn't sure the times. You look here, so I was down there around 12:30 originally when it was flowing, but it was minor compared to what I experienced when I went back down there again. So we'll say from 12:30 to this is when I was leaving. So what 4:13? Okay, well that's about 4:13 is when I left. So we'll say for at least we're saying they came back at 1. At least 3 hours. I mean I asked when they started. She said around 11:30. I don't know start time, so we'll go with the bare minimum of at least 3 hours straight of the stuff flowing down the creek. I think it's criminal. Even after I brought it, they can't say they didn't see it. I brought it to the attention of the guy, and his idea was, let's put another water dam up. See, as I was looking at their setup, I'm thinking, what is absorbing what you're going to be stirring up? I mean, you had a water dam, what looked like a small, dinky absorbent pad. I don't know what it was. You had another water dam, and you had one farther down with an absorbent boom in front of it, okay? Them booms don't absorb that fast. I expected to see a vac truck. I got down there at lunch. I figured, okay, lunchtime, vac truck had to go empty. That's why it's not down there right now. I go back down there at 4, and there still is no vac truck, and we are having a rainbow party in the creek, big time. But I think it's criminal that it was still allowed to go on, even after I brought attention to it. And I wonder if I wasn't down there. See, the only reason he came over because I was focusing on that section so good, like really focusing on it. In it, I was in the water, getting on the other side of the log, and I think that's what made him walk over. If I wouldn't have been down there, would this been seen at all? It just makes me wonder, why wouldn't you have somebody keeping watch for this? This makes me wonder about the whole derailment cleanup now. Not all these guys are bad. I've talked to a lot of these people. They are great people. They want to do their job the correct way. But unfortunately, you have higher ups that dictate what you do. And if you want to keep a job, you got to do it. But I don't care what the job is. My conscience is, if I walk down and I see this flowing as much as it was down the creek, my conscience would be like, whoa, stop. This ain't working. Get whoever's the boss, or if maybe you were the boss, I don't know. Get whoever needs to be down here and, hey, this ain't working. We lost containment. It is flowing down the stream from side to side. But no, it continued. So they supposedly stopped it at 4:30, which would have been after. I think it was after my video posted. Now, if I went and came home and, usually I don't post videos as soon as I come home. It's just, I have a really bad habit of getting backed up on videos just because I'm out there so much. If I wouldn't have posted that video and that video wouldn't have been seen, how long would this have kept on going? It just makes me wonder, I don't enjoy spending my days down at the creek, I call it the chemical creek. They say there's nothing in there to worry about. None of these guys had, masks on because they say it's safe. Well, tell that to all the students and the reporters and me and whoever else goes down there and experience side effect symptoms from being down there, okay? Explain that to them, okay? It's not PTSD. They've never, ever been down there. Everybody I've taken down there has experienced some kind of side effect from it. Some have been really bad side effects. Some have been minor. I've never had a problem with side effects until I stepped foot in Sulphur. If you watch my earlier videos when I was in Leslie, I never wore a mask. I go to Sulphur. You get that drunk feeling. You get that lightheadedness. So and they may not feel it because if they're around us so much, your mind acclimates to what your surroundings are. So your mind is, okay, well, this is just a normal everyday issue now. It's not really a problem. So maybe they're able to function properly with, or they may not even be feeling it at all anymore. I don't know. It just, your mind becomes a cousin. Same thing with smells. People come in, oh, do you smell that? Do you smell that? No. I'm used to it. If I smell something, it is really, really strong because I'm used to it because I'm around it every single day almost, People coming out of town complain about the smell. My mind has become accustomed. I used to have a buddy that used to pump sewer, septic tanks. And he would stop after work, man. I'd be like, you walk in, maybe, and you smell like, you know what? He's like, I don't smell anything. He used to laugh and call, said, that's my mother's money, but I smelled it because I wasn't around it every day. Somebody that's around it every day, your brain just kind of blocks that signal, and you just don't smell it anymore. And that's when it becomes the dangerous part. But, they're adults. They can do what they want to do when they want to do. I personally I don't like the feeling of being drunk and, dizziness and whatever else, might come from it. So they stopped work around 4:30. I got off on what I really didn't want to really talk about, but and they stopped it for the rest of the week. Let's see here. I wrote notes. They're adding vac trucks, which I expected in the future. Expected when I first got down there when they said clean up. I expected to at least see a vac truck, but my expectations are a little different than theirs. They're supposed to have more redundancy in the future, which I agree that it should have been in the first place. You should have somebody always watching behind what you're doing, So this is why I question the whole clean derailment thing, because I know a lot of you've never been down to Ceram Fab, but it looks like day one down there. It smells like day one down there. Why isn't that taken care of? And this really isn't an EPA issue either. This is a Norfolk Southern contractor issue because they want to drag their feet. If it's contaminated under there, pay the poor man for the business that you ruined of his by your sheer negligence of failure to do maintenance or allow the inspectors enough time to inspect the trains. Tear it down and at least dig up what you can get. I think we're waiting for this to soak into the groundwater, honestly, because it's disgusting down there, and we're over a year. You know, I think this creek cleaning should have, you know, they half creek clean throughout the time, and it didn't do anything. So I just don't get where they think this is gonna, you know, fix it. But whatever, you know, I don't make the rules. I just watch you guys when you do your job. So they stopped it till next week. What next week's forecast is kind of rainy. So I don't know when the next time they're going to be doing something. They were doing the big main tunnel under the like the subway plaza. That big huge main tunnel. They were doing that today. They were in the corrugated pipe section. That really wasn't bad when I was down there. It was basically just rocks. You couldn't see anything. So it was a waste of my time to be down there. I don't know what they're going to do if they do the dirt section. They were kind of, their theory is they were kind of afraid if they start messing around that something's going to collapse or something. I don't know. But that's obviously the worst section is where the dirt's at. The corrugated pipe section really wasn't bad. I mean, you had a couple, you know, some silt build up or something, but it's nowhere near like the dirt section is. But we'll keep on them, and you know, unfortunately, I hate to have to do this, but I got permission from property owners down the stream. Why does this keep on popping up? That I can be on their property to record this, what they're doing. So, we'll keep on this. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, as they get farther down, where I can get what they're cleaning, like what they're cleaning side, and then the after their containment side. We'll start running 2 cameras, just because I'm interested in what they're, you know, getting out of the sediment, because I know what I got out with a shovel, and that's not nowhere near what they're using. So I'll run 2. I mean, I hate to have to babysit, but fortunately, you know, people's got to live in this town. They don't have to. After they stopped work, I know they walked down the stream. They said they were looking for sheen. I do believe they were looking for a fish kill. I did check it out, and there was no fish kill. So that's one good thing, because of the tunnel, a lot of fish like to stay in that tunnel. But I think it was to look for fish kill. I don't think it was to look for sheen, because just the sheer amount of stuff that was running down there and the length of time it was running down there. So luckily, we didn't have that. That would have been another freaking major breaking thing. But I just happened to be in the right spot at the right time, I guess, all the time. Or I'm got really bad OCD and, you know, can't leave this alone. I don't know. So stay tuned, you know, for the new posts coming up. So we'll basically be focusing on this. We did do more tests. So stay tuned for more test results. You know, it's sad when you got to rely on a non-government entity to do tests in order to, you know, find out what the real truth is. But other than that, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update from the thing. I think I went over there. Their legacy chemicals is they're talking about is the old leak station, the diesel tank leak that's in underground. That's their legacy they're talking about. The majority of the chemicals they found in the creek are from the derailment. think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's everything. No, I want to add. They always focus on there's fish, and the fish is back, and we have good fish health. There's fish that live in Chernobyl. There's horses that live in Chernobyl. There's dogs, there's bugs, there's everything. Just because there's life doesn't mean it's still safe. So I just want to throw that out there because I just watched a documentary on Chernobyl uh, that was made of what actually still lives there. And I was kind of surprised of how much wildlife lives there, and they kind of took it over because all the humans are gone. So it's kind of their sanctuary now. But it just amazed me that there was that much life, that have adapted to live in that type of environment. So I mean, just because there's fish and bugs doesn't mean it's safe. Um, you know, they can adapt. I wouldn't go live in Chernobyl just because there's horses living there. But that's me. All right, guys. I just wanted to give you the quick update of the meeting last night. I did audio record it. They're supposed to be releasing it on as a video on their thing too. So maybe keep watch for it. But they admitted it wasn't supposed to happen. They apologized. For what it's worth. I'm glad. I'm happy you apologized, but it shouldn't have never happened in the first place. It should have been stopped way before you even got to that point. But hopefully, maybe we'll see some changes. Obviously they're going to try and implement some new things. Hopefully I don't encounter that again. And hopefully if it does happen, they stop work right away and figure out a solution to it, because we're just sending it downstream to our neighbors. And it was pretty thick too, because when I stopped to look for the fish kill, the pole that kind of slows down. The water kind of slows down in this pole, and I didn't take no video of it, and you can't really see it from the body cam because it's up on my chest, so it doesn't have the right angle. But the pole was just breathtaking. It literally looked like somebody just poured a 55-gallon drum of oil in there, and it just kind of was settling in this one section. So, as disgusting as it is, I've seen it many times, but I still get amazed by what I see. Other than that, I think that's it. I just want to give you guys a quick update on it. Like I said, stay tuned. We will keep on this. Norfolk Southern, you want to make it right, you're going to make it right. You're over $1 billion now here, and should have made it right in the beginning. That's what it would have saved you a lot of money. I think that's it. I got a 1-year kind of review video coming up. I should have did a while ago, but I just did it a couple days ago. I didn't post it yet. But I ended up ranting on for an hour, but it has some good stuff in there. Mastriano had his hearing. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Good stuff out of that too. Some people don't like him. I feel that he is doing the right thing, and he is standing up for the people. I applaud him for that. I think this disaster would have happened in Pennsylvania, there would have been a hell of a lot different response than what it would be in Ohio. Just because, we get a governor that just has no, kahunas. I think it's it. I'm in it there. Yeah, we're almost 20 minutes. I ran it on long enough. I'll catch you guys later. Stay tuned for more footage coming. Hopefully it's not surprising. Hopefully it's boring and nothing exciting happens. But that's sure it's never be the case. I usually run into something when I'm out and about. So I'll talk to you guys later.